iron in the soul. What's up, YouTube? This is your big brother King Jabez, back today with another very important message. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think about my content. In addition to that, please feel free to follow me over on Instagram at TheKingJabez, as well as my website, theironofsoul.com. Whatever you decide to do, it will be greatly appreciated. Let's do some work. Today's video is entitled, "The Light Bulb Shines the Brightest Before It Burns Out." This is a very important message, and this is about those of you who are on the verge of a spiritual breakthrough. As you get closer to your destiny, which is the original purpose for your creation, you being on the earth, what you have to understand about prophecy is that it is essentially the Most High communicating to you what he has already thought about before you got here. So he had plans for you, he had plans for me, men and women, that he has already thoroughly thought through. So when he reveals a few thoughts to you through a dream, when he reveals a thought through a word like this, when he reveals a thought through a message, it is to keep you strong and encouraged. That's why messages are so powerful and so important. Because one word, one sentence, a 5-minute video, a 10-minute video, a 15-minute video, an hour lecture can shift the direction of your entire life. When we look at several ancient Hebrew accounts, for example, with Moses and in Egypt, the closer he got to delivering the people of God from bondage, the harder the enemies attacked. And this is why I say the light bulb shines brighter before it blows out. Right before your break, you're going to experience this unusual pressure. Some of you right now, you feel like your mind's about to break. Your mind's about to explode because you're under so much stress. You're under so much pressure. And that's because what you have been praying for, what you have been working for, all those hours in the gym, all those hours at that business, at that office, cutting hair, beauticians, tattoo artists, all of the work you have put in, all of the decisions you've made, the curses in the bloodline that you have broken, you are now at that moment in time where it's time for you to cash in and to receive your blessed inheritance. And right before you receive it, there's a very strong spiritual war. And this is why some of you, you're being attacked everywhere you go. It feels like you're being ambushed. And Chris, you are. You have different spirits that are going into different people, rather, to come at you. Because the power on you is so great, they had to bring a lot of people against you just to try to bring you down. Because if you can break through, your life is so important, it's going to bring other people free as well. So this is why you have had the hardest battles. This is why you have experienced so much rejection. And this is why the Most High had to isolate you for a period of time. He did this to protect you. So the isolation was there to protect you so that he could speak to you, so that he can drop things into your spirit through meditation, so that he could drop things to your spirit through your dreams. In quietness, we can receive revelation. Nikola Tesla said it this way: be alone because it's the secret to invention and the secret to genius. That alone time, however, must be matched with connections with the right people. So we are to separate and isolate from the wrong people, but we must connect with the right people who are our destiny helpers along our way. So we're not here to do life by ourselves forever. If that's what you want to do, then that's your choice. I'm not going to fight that. But for those of us who don't want that, I suggest you begin to pray and begin to seek direction for your destiny helpers, whether it be your spouse, friendships, connections, business, whatever that may be, that will help you as well. So this is a word of wisdom about your enemies. They may have the upper hand right now, just as the Egyptians had it over Moses and Hebrews in old days. But the time has shifted. The blessing has been released. And so right now they're fighting you because that's all they can do. And they're not just fighting you. Check this out. What they really are doing is dating that their time is almost up. So what has happened is your blessing has been released, and this has released a panic into your enemy's camp. Let me say it again. Your blessing has been released, and so this has also released a state of panic and attack into the enemy camp. And so that's why you feel all that pressure. Some of you are having trouble sleeping at night. You got relatives acting crazy with you. You're having relationship problems, money problems. It's like you're being attacked everywhere, and that's because this disaster, so to speak, is necessary before the transition. Before the transition, there has to be a breakdown first. And I'm not saying you're going to break down completely. Hear me out. There has to be a breaking of the old before the new is released. Another way of putting this, you cannot put new wine into old wineskins. And so some of you right now, you're trying to hold on to those old wineskins. And it's time for you to let it go. There has to be a time where you detach yourself from the old in order to embrace the new. The new is so much better. And that may be a new city, a new job, a new relationship, a new purpose, make a decision to really tap into who you are and really experience all the benefits that come with tapping into your higher self. And your ability to deal with that and to come out of it shining, it gives you a strength that people gravitate to. And this is what we call magnetism. You like this magnet that people can draw strength from, inspiration, guidance. And you can be whoever you want to be honest. Let me tell you this way, you can be who you want to be. So this is a word to say, stop putting limitations on yourself. Stop allowing your temporary problems to ruin your long-term plans, okay? We're not going to allow a bad season, whether that be 4 months, 6 months, or even a year or two, to dictate who I am. You still are who you're supposed to be. Even though you may not be there quite yet, the time is close. And so I want to encourage you to keep fighting, to stay in the fight, right? To continue to go forward, to make that progress day by day. I want to close this message with a warning and also a word of encouragement. I want to encourage you and motivate you to come out of Babylon. Babylon is a picture of God's enemies. And so many times we get ourselves caught up in Babylon and we have to come out of that place and not allow their sorcery and their divination and their mind games to take you out of your position of spiritual power. You have an anointing. You have a presence. Let me close with this word of wisdom. You have a gift that's divine that cannot be duplicated. And you cannot allow the trials of Babylon and Egypt to take from you what is eternal. That's all I have for you today. I hope this word of wisdom has been helpful to you. This is your big brother, King Jabez. Thanks for listening. As always, God bless you. Peace.